I'm live.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to say and give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the head apostles of GMS. Also, a salute to you Watkins that are tuning in. This is just a small segment of the GMS Boston camp. I'm the brother Debar here with the brother Zayan, Tazawa, and Korab. And pretty much through spirit, we just want to, address a few issues that's been going on lately in Israel. And, we want to bring out a message, to any incoming brother, that's probably, coming up new, or if it's your first time hearing this, you know, we want to bring out that message, which is not to be an example of how not to be, man, pretty much. Okay. Not to basically, go outside your means, go outside of your understanding, trying to grow to be this the guy, you know what I'm saying? Which your objective and the objective of every brother, even if you're not a part of GMS, should be for the kingdom to come, man. That's the number one objective. When the Lord came, he came with one objective in mind. It was to, build up a brotherhood, okay, to minister, because the word minister means to serve, to show the brothers how they should, love each other, okay, so that mechanism, that brotherhood, which is indeed a mechanism, okay, a chain, can work together cohesively in concert, okay, for one purpose, one goal, and that is to bring the kingdom, man, to usher in the kingdom of heaven by sealing the elect. That's what your main priority should be. Okay, you shouldn't be concerned on, slandering other group of men, and especially slandering men that taught you the name, that taught you the tools, gave you the tools, you know. That shouldn't be what you should be concerned, man. Your main concern should be in bringing out edification, okay, building up the elect, okay. That's what the word edification means, man. That should be your number one concern, man. Okay, not talking all kinds of nonsense, vain babbling, man. Just talking swear words and making videos that the content on those video are not beneficial to yourself. Neither is it beneficial to anybody else, man. You want to make your best input, man. Okay, because you're gonna be judged based upon your work, based upon behavior. Okay, how you act. Go ahead, Korab, bring that in Psalms, or was it Tazawah that has Psalms 101?
Yeah, yeah, Khan, I got it. Psalms
Yeah.
101. I'll start at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 1. I will sing of mercy and judgment. Unto thee, O Lord, will I sing. I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way. O when will thou come unto me? I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. I
Right,
will.
right. So you have to behave yourself wisely, man. Okay, there's a difference in between wisdom and knowledge. Okay, wisdom is the ability, to being able to decipher between things, man. Okay, being able to know when to apply that which you've learned.
Hmm.
That's when the wisdom comes in. Okay, and for you to make videos that are not edifying, and especially make videos slandering brothers, that's not wisdom. That's not a behavior of a man of the Lord. A man of the Lord, or a man that loves the Lord, I should say, because that's what it boils down to, love. And the scriptures say that the love of the Lord is to follow his word, to keep his commandments, which the main commandment he gave us was to teach. Okay? So if you love the Lord, your behavior should be that one of a teacher. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Teacher of sound doctrine, too, if I may add, man. Uh,
That's right.
I'll continue verse 2. I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. I will
Hmm.
set no wicked thing before my eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. A froward heart shall depart from me. I will not know a wicked person. Whoso privily slander his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that have a high look and a proud heart will not I suffer.
Right. So now, you've been going out there by yourself, which that's a good feat. That's something you should feel good about within yourself. But I've said before, there's a good pride and then there's an evil pride, man. Okay. That evil pride is the one that blinds you, to and or it doesn't let you see beyond what you could do, okay, or what you're doing. That's that bad sense of pride. You did this, so now I'm invincible and I can do all things. And then there's that pride that you just say to yourself, hey, I did a good feat, I should just keep on doing it. And that the pride that you should be having is the pride of a man that says, I'm doing a good feat so far. Let me keep doing it. Not of a man that, oh, now I got a little bit of time solo. Now I'm big enough to come up against brothers and teachers and elders and slander the elders and stuff, man. The scriptures say pride cometh before destruction, pride cometh before a fall. Go ahead, brother. Tazawar.
No, that was it on that, bro.
I got a precept.
Mm-hmm. Khan.
This is Matthew 12 and 36. It says, "But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy
Right.
words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned."
That's right. By thy words I shall be condemned. So you got to be careful in marking yourself, man, because every time you slander, especially a man of the Lord, and if you can't see, you don't know who's a man of the Lord. You don't know who's a real chosen of the Lord, because the scriptures talk about that if you hurt or insult or even you know do anything to a little one, a man of the Lord, it'll be better that you put a great millstone and put on your neck and drown yourself. You don't know who's the hopeful elect. You don't know that. You see, which is why you got to treat every person, or I should say, that and anybody that's teaching Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and the correct doctrine. You got to teach. You got to treat them, as if they were a man of the Lord, because you just don't know who it is. Korab, go ahead, brother.
I got that precept to back you up. This is Matthew 18 and 6. "But
Hmm.
whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in
Mm,
me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he was drowned in the depths of the sea."
right, and you can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong. The only time that you should be making videos and of correct, and it should be videos of correction, not videos of fuck you and you cut and you this and that.
Mhm.
Is when somebody speaks us outside of the word of the Lord, of the right doctrine. That's the only time. All right, that's the only time you should be ever be considering making any videos about a person. Okay, what did the Lord say when the disciples came to him and said, Lord, there's guys over there that are teaching this and that and that. The Lord said, hey, if they're teaching in the name, leave them alone. If they're not against us, then let them be. Why? Because you can never go wrong. If you just let men be, you know, and only focus on the right doctrine and teaching the right stuff, you can never go wrong with that, man.
That's right.
Because like I said, you just don't know. You don't know who's an angel. The scriptures say we entertain angels unaware. You just don't know. You don't know who you're dealing with, man. Okay, until the Lord brings the hammer down upon you and smites you with some plague, or you may end up being squashed by a bus. Okay, or some can happen to you, man. You got to take this word and this work very, very seriously, because the Lord is not playing. This ain't no joke. This ain't no playing. This ain't no. We ain't here to see who. How can I insult somebody else more, or how can I be this big majestic guy?
Yeah,
No, man.
who could get the most fame, who could get the most popularity, who could get the most women, who sounds better. You ain't about none of that, man.
Gone.
It's about looking after the sheep, man. So, and that's what we were taught from our elders and apostles, man, to always look after each other, man. And that's why, the It's iron sharpens iron, you know. Which if
Yeah.
somebody's going off, we're supposed to give that brother some
Right.
correction.
Right. And that's what happened with guys, man. Okay, guys, these guys that go out solo, these lone wolves, okay, you know, they don't have somebody to that they can fall on, or they don't have nobody to correct them. So when somebody that's in the right spirit comes and correct them, that's a new thing to them, right? It's a new thing now, you know. So when something's new to you, you react, you know, in a bad way sometimes. You know, when something's new to you, you know, somebody, you know, is rebuking you, you know, because you're not used to nobody holding you accountable because you're out there by yourself. And that's exactly why you don't like to be with other brothers, because you don't like nobody holding you accountable for what you're doing. You see? That's anti-scriptural, man. That's anti the scriptures. The scriptures all throughout the scripture talks about two's better than one. Iron, like the brother read, iron sharpeneth iron.
I,
Uh, uh,
I quoted it. I'll read it real quick for you, bro, if you don't mind.
yeah.
Proverbs 27, verse 17, iron
Mhm.
sharpens iron, so a man sharpens the countenance of his friend.
Right, and you shouldn't be boasting and being proud of you know, going out there by yourself, man. That's if you can't bear fruit, you're cursed. You're cursed because what the scriptures say, you know, that you should know your labor by what, by your fruits.
You know, a tree by
Okay,
its fruit. Yep.
and that and it says what, that it shall remain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you're not yielding fruit, you're out there, then that means you're obviously not doing something right, man. You know, that's nothing to be proud of, man. You know, that, like I said earlier in the beginning of this lesson, you know, the Lord, when he came down here, his purpose was to build that perfect machine, that mechanism, which is the brotherhood. Okay, and that mechanism is what's going to give way to the kingdom, because we are the kingdom. You know, if you can't live amongst brother here, you know, how can we expect you to live among brothers in the kingdom? Because we are the kingdom of heaven. You see, this is the whole idea behind what the Lord came to do. You see, John the
Yeah,
Baptist prepared the way. Con, go ahead, brother. You
yeah,
say
no,
something?
no. I was just agreeing with you, bro. I was agreeing with you. The Lord is building up the tabernacles of David. We see it all the time, and it's not. It can't be something we just say. It has to be something that we live. You
Mm-hmm.
know, when we deal with each other, and you know, the time, the redeeming the times, knowing that they're short. We don't got time to be going back and forth, to be slandering nobody, cussing nobody out, f this person, f that, and you know,
Yeah.
it's it's serious business going on. You know,
That's
it's
right.
serious. It's a lot on the line here, man. And when you sincere about this thing, you start to realize that it's a lot on the line, bro. Brothers are
Mm-hmm.
sincerely looking to be delivered. Brothers are looking into information to edify the body, to to bring that light to that one sheep that could be the last member that's of this house, you know, to get this thing really on and popping. Brothers are preparing themselves for what is to come, you know. So the whole being wrong, like, you know, slandering and playing around, and what, the Lord is fair, right? He'll give you. He said 6 days you should do work, and on the seventh day he said for
Sure.
you to rest. Right? Imperfect balance is an abomination to the Heavenly Father. He's fair. You know, he'll give you time to play around, but when it comes to doing the work, it's not time to play around. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's serious business. Go play with your wife, or go play with your kid, or you know, go play a video game or something, or do something that'll entertain you. But when it comes to the work of the Heavenly Father, this ain't no joke, man.
Mm-hmm. I got a precept
Yeah.
real quick.
Right.
This is First Thessalonians 5 and 11. Is wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you, and to esteem them very highly in love for their work's
Mm-hmm.
sake, to be
Yeah.
at peace among.
This man has no. He has no structure. He has no structure. That's what an edifice is, a building. He has no structure, meaning what? He has nobody above him. He has nobody under him. You see? So he knows no boundaries, man. You know? That's not of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That is
Hey,
not at all, man.
the scriptures say two is better than one.
That's right.
Con.
Because if one fall,
I-
you're supposed to have somebody there that admonish you to be like, look, bro, you're going off, or look, bro, this isn't the right way, or we've seen guys come golf amongst the elders, talk shit to the elders, claim to have this new doctrine, and they all faded away. They all fade away, man. It ain't a good look for you, bro, to be talking to the elders, talking about the apostles like that, the elders, men that are above you. That's not a good look, man. Not a good look at all.
Yeah.
You need to repent.
Right.
That's what you do, because really, brothers that met you, have been around you, that ain't even your spirit, man. You're a meek, quiet, you came off humble, So, and it's another thing, like the brother said, it's also an example of how the Heavenly Father said the deceiver and the deceivers and the deceived are his. One day you could be given double honors to the apostles and the elders, and the next day you fully with a different spirit. And that goes into, that seed, that leaven being there and it growing and it growing, and you're not getting rid of it. But a person is supposed to be there for you to get rid of it, because sometimes the scriptures say what? Knowledge puffeth up. Sometimes you do get high-minded, and you need a brother to be like, look, bro, tone it down enough, Go ahead, Taza Will.
Just to back you up, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, I'll start at verse 8. There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yeah, he have neither child nor brother, yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches, neither said he, for whom do I labor and bereave my soul of good? This is also vanity, yet it is a sore travail. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up.
Right, and this guy fell, and he doesn't have nobody because he's alone, and he takes pride in being that lone wolf spirit, comparing us to hyenas because we move. This the spirit of the Lord getting on you. We don't gotta call brothers and like, hey, do a show on this, brother. The spirit of the Lord is gonna get on you and it's gonna reveal things. But lions move like that as well, man.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He in
Lions.
the video, Salakia, quick pointer, in the video that he did, the certain individual, concerning our elder Adama, he said, that he's a lion, and you don't show the characteristics of a lion, my man, because a lion, when they got to take down a bigger animal, or when they gotta protect themselves and their cubs against hyenas, a single lion that goes against a pack of hyenas is going to lose. Okay, you could see that in the Discovery Channel, man. Just go on Netflix if you're lost. Just because you use the analogy of a lion. A lion, they're in packs. Okay, our lions are together. That's just a quick pointer.
If
You got it, Zion.
if I just may add, what we talking about is his page is, I guess, Wrath of Heaven. And he gives double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, but then he comes with a doctrine that's not spoken of or taught of by our apostles. So the spirit that shows love and correction, we have to reprove the brother and admonish the brother to, hey, to remove that type of doctrine or that
Right,
video. And he
right,
booked up, and this is why
right,
we this video, just pretty much,
right. Brothers came with peace, out of through the spirit, and this brother came with an attitude of
rebel.
basically basically, attitude of war, pretty
Yeah, and
much.
this right, and this video is of one of peace, man. We ain't It's not personal towards you. You know, this is just the business of the Heavenly Father. You know,
That's right.
it's our business. You're teaching a doctrine that's good, is potentially deadly because there's a sincere brother that's listening to you. You know, he may go out there and do some psychedelic drug, you know, some mushroom, and have a bad trip, man, and get bugged out by trying to kill somebody or kill himself or you know fall out the faith, and it's not needed, man. Not
Mm-hmm.
it's not needed, man. It's unnecessary. There's a lot of things that are lawful. There's a lot of things that we want to do. Not to say that this guy is saying is lawful, just use him as an excuse. But we can't do everything. Why? Because the inhabitants, the rulers thereof,
Yeah.
right? The earth is defiled underneath the inhabitants thereof, right? We want 6, 7, 8, 5, right? We want to put together, put to death adulterers, right? We want to do certain things that we just can't do. We got to wait. So she said, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a
Mm-hmm.
dove. Be with that adversary quickly. So we got to use this wisdom that we have, you know, and to be trying to dibble and dab into every herb and talking about the fungus. Man, it's just madness, man. It's not true. It's madness. It's deadly. It's false doctrine. You know, you got called out on it humbly, respectfully, and you didn't like it. And you know, you just you're adding
Mm-hmm.
insult to injury, calling
Yeah.
brothers mad. These are sincere brothers that risk their lives and their freedom to go on the highways and byways to preach this word sincerely, you know, without a
Mm-hmm.
pay, with a nickel being paid to them, just out of the love of the brotherhood, the love of your outside. You're calling them all sorts of names, man.
Yeah.
You know, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I got a quick precept.
Yep.
This is Proverbs 10:17. He is in the way of he is in the way of life that keepeth instruction, but he that refuseth reproof erreth. All
Yeah,
right.
he actually did. You refuse reproof, and you erred. And now, ever since then, you've been triggered. Every show you've done is concerning GMS, man. You're getting that spirit on you to where your doctrine is one of anti-GMS. You know, you want to be against us. You want to take us down.
Mhm.
You know, and we've seen it before. We've seen it. We've seen it before. Now you're on a tangent. You got a little fame. You got your little 15 minutes of fame. But guess what? We're gonna continue to move forward, man. There's so many. We were just on RT News. There's so much prophecy and so much headlines. There's so much to do. You know, we ain't gonna do a 50-part series on you. You know, our next 5 shows, I guarantee you, are not gonna be about you, my man. You know, they're gonna be it's gonna be about edifying the body. And
Right.
she says, mock them that cause a division. You know, we say our peace. Hey, really, you should just repent. You know, you're wrong, and we're gonna move on, man. We ain't gonna do a 15-part series on you.
Mm-hmm.
But look at your last 5 videos. These last 5 videos have been on DMS. You know, a whole hour. You know, you do two precepts, and it's just f this and f that and be that, and you know,
Calling us retarded and all
yeah,
kinds
yeah,
of word, you know, and we're so retarded, but you came to learn from us, you know.
yeah. You were teaching, and you was on the other side with the pen and pad,
Right.
and
Exactly.
the whole spirit that he comes in with. You know, his opening is one of a guy that's trying to imitate the apostles of GMS. The
Mm-hmm.
whole style is
Right.
the
He was
apostle.
coming. Mm-hmm. He was at first coming with a staff, you know, his head wrapped, or you know, trying to overdo things, man. You know, when the scriptures talk about, you know, if you're a baby, you gotta start by sipping milk, man. You know, trying to be always too deep is not the way. It's not the answer, man. You growth, you know, comes with time. You know, growth comes with time. That's just the order of life. You know, you can't beat time. You know, and first and foremost, the Most High is above time. You can't beat the Most High. You know, you going against the, you know, kicking against the pricks to be somebody, man.
Mhm.
You know, it always proves wrong. It always ends up bad, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Council War.
Ecclesiasticus, so the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 21, seek not out of Salakia, seek not out things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength.
Yeah, that's above your strength.
Mm-hmm.
What the manner is, what came down, and it's just too much for you. And now
Mm-hmm.
look, it's playing with your mind. Your mind is blown. So what you lying on, brothers? You're lying on brothers. You're slandering brothers. So let's get. He mentioned something in the video concerning the earth.
Con.
Con.
Elder Adama mentioned how the earth was defiled, and he kind of scoffed at that. But we're gonna close it out on that scripture. We ain't gonna make this too long, too, man.
Yeah.
Con. I got it right here.
I had some too, but go ahead, bro.
Okay, yeah, bring them out, bro. We bring them out. Bring them
Go
out.
ahead, Debar. You go ahead, Debar,
Yeah,
and then
it
I'll
was
bring it out.
Ecclesiastes 12:12. And further, by these my son be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is a weariness of the flesh.
Because that's how this all started. This all started with a book that he watched, that he read,
By Edomite.
right, by Edomite, which was the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he's been studying his ass off to no avail.
Yeah.
He mentioned the
Yeah,
text
you could.
he mentioned he's stuck it, bro, but he said he had too much honey and he was throwing up.
Mhm.
And what did the scripture say? It says, "Be ye not overripe." If you eat too much honey, which is symbolic of this word, you will throw it up, and that's what he's doing right now. He's
Right.
regurgitating it, man.
Yeah.
It's too much for him.
Yeah. You could tell in the way he opens up his videos. He goes into, brings out sentences of the Lashawan Kodash, all kinds of stuff, makes his video, at the introduction of his videos, his whole thing is to basically try to be the A1 Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, how about, everything in the Lashawan Kodash and all this, that, you can clearly tell that he's the type of dude that spends hours and hours looking things up. But,
So
that, like we just,
glory,
for
not for
vainglory.
not for the edification of the church, but
Yeah.
for vainglory, man.
Yeah.
You got your 15 minutes of fame, and you'll disappear too, man. At least you repent. You'll disappear like the rest of them. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Rob.
2 months, Salakia, bro. Was it 2 months ago? We had all the Gabar. He made a statement of the flavor of the week. Because it seemed like every week there was some guy that was coming out with some BS, and it was addressed. So when the brother Zion is saying, it's a true thing. These guys come and go, man, like water. They keep recycling. They come and go. One day it's this guy, another day it's this guy. So that if you've been watching, the head apostles, which you gave double honors to, you will know to refrain from that. Okay, you will know to just keep things simple, mind your business. Keep teaching the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and let others be. Or better yet, if you watch the head apostles, it will teach you not to be trying to come up with your own doctrine, man. Basically what you're saying is like, I don't need now I don't need the head apostles. Like, shit, they've been doing the work for over 30 years, but here I am. I only got 3 years in the truth. Now I can bring new shit. But that's what he mentioned in the show. He said, "Oh, they're mad because it seems like I'm bringing out new stuff all the time, this and this and that." That's the wrong mindset, man. The head apostles been doing the work too long, and they never spoken about no manna being mushrooms and nonsense, man.
I got a quick precept. This is Ecclesiastes 9:11. I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. So that's like going into like saying that the race is not for the swift. So in this truth, it comes with patience. It comes with being built up gradually. You learn You know, and like once again, the brother had mentioned earlier about desiring the sincere milk. You know, you got to desire the milk. You know what I'm saying? So anything you try to reach out or go into that's far beyond your means, it can mess you up. You know, so
Yeah,
that's why you have to pace yourself.
keep it simple.
Yeah, con. That's
Keep it
right.
simple. This truth is complex enough. We live, considering the fact that we live in a world that's filled with lies, filled with. So just keep it simple, you know.
Con, I got that precept Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is divided under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Yeah, con. So I mean, what like going back to what I said earlier, what Elder Adama said was completely correct. You know, everything is defiled underneath this earth, herb included. You know why? Because he's in control.
Mhm.
You know, burying the monoxide in the skies, chemtrails, fluoride in the water, mercury. The air is polluted, genetically modified organisms everywhere. The bees, you know, everything is completed. Artificial flavoring, everything, man. So fracking, digging for oil. Um, this earth is defiled. That's why the scripture says we look for a new heaven and a new earth, where everything is gonna be made fresh. Everything is gonna be done right. You know. But until that time, you know, we gotta deal wisely.
That's
All
right.
right. So with that, and we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bashem,
Yahweh,
Yahusha, Bashem, Bakash.
double honors to the elders and the apostles of GMS, the great millstone of Ruel, and peace, love, and salutations to the house of David. The next time we say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.